when Jimmy got hurt, they could have. I was afraid they were going to go into free fall.
Same.
And they had a couple games that you were just like, that's bad. This doesn't look like a team who's quitting. This looks like a team who's playing for their lives. This looks like players who are playing for contracts. This looks like a team who wants to send a message to the front office, which is, we're still good.
Yep.
If you guys get us some help, and obviously we'll talk about Giannis, which is more than just a little help, but like, if you get us something, we can do something special here. That's the vibe I'm getting from them. And to your point, it starts at the top. It starts with the coaching staff. It starts with the leadership of this team. Draymond, by the way, one of his best games of the season.
Well, first of all, trade rumors. He doesn't want to get traded. Number two, whenever we play Detroit, he always is going to show up. It's a hometown game for him.
Yeah, but I mean, it was just, to me, there was a flip switched, and you saw the lack of talent at the end of the game be the ultimate reason they couldn't get it done. But it wasn't because they weren't locked in and trying their hardest. I saw Al Horford play as hard as he could. Melton was locked in. Moody and Pods played well. Guy, I really don't have any complaints about the effort level or the coaching decisions or the way the players played. I just think they ran out of bodies. And there is just a simple reality to, you lost Jimmy and you lost Steph midway through the second half. Like, sure, Buddy Hield theoretically could have got hot and won you a game, but like, are you really going to rage over the fact that Buddy and Pods were not able to replicate Steph and Jimmy? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just kind of like, and that's where the effort level and the lack of quit really, in my opinion, put pressure on the front office, where it's just like, you have something special here. It might not be the 2016 Warriors, but you have a bunch of dudes who are bought in, a bunch of good players, and you do have one of the greatest of all time, who might have a sore knee right now because he's carrying everyone's ass way too much. Just do something to help them, dude. Get them a little support. Just go watch the Sacramento Kings. Go watch 15 other teams in this league and appreciate that you at least have that. Don't look at it through the lens of like, well, they're not going to win 73 games, so we should just quit on the season. Look at it through the lens of every other team in the league.
Like, just get us another scorer. Like, I'm tired of like seeing like, oh, we're not that interested in MPJ. And it's not specifically about him, but like, you're not willing to give up a first or maybe two for MPJ. Like, you can't give up this year's first and maybe one more for him. Because like, if Giannis doesn't get traded at the deadline, we still have all of our picks available in the summer, so it just shows like a lack of belief in what this group is trying to do. And I'm going to take a victory lap on Guy real quick. I've been saying for years, he needs more playing time. That dude can fucking play. Obviously the effort has always been outstanding, but the skill set, the passing, he's scoring more now. He's a big body. He is the prototypical, like, essentially like stretch four, glue guy, stretch four. Like, he is doing like a lot of the shit that Otto did back in 2022. And they're different players, but he is a championship level role player, and we really do have a lot of those on this team. So if we can get a star tier player in with this group, I really do believe, I'm not saying we're going to be a favorite, but I wouldn't doubt us against anybody.
Guy also kind of reinforces a belief I've had for, I don't know, maybe the last year or so, which is I'd rather have a guy who shoots 35% from 3-point range, but mentally makes decisions really quick and affects the game in different ways. Like, it's a PJ Tucker thing, right? Like, where you're just kind of like, all right, PJ can shoot the ball, but like, the percentage is what it is. If he's open, it's going in. If he's not open, it's not going in. But if you watch a game, you're just like, I don't know, man, he was at every loose ball. He makes quick decisions. He makes the right pass. He gets a key rebound. He gets a body on someone to make sure they don't get the rebound. Like all those little things, it's more valuable than the guy who's a more pure shooter at that position, but doesn't do all the little things that they do. And everything is like contextual because like, I'd rather have like a pure shooter. Yeah, exactly. But when we're talking about role players, like a lot of it is, can you just impact the game without the ball in your hands? And I'll live with some games it's 3 for 5 from 3. Some games it's 1 for 5 from 3,
And the biggest thing is, and we've talked about this before, teams do react to him when he's open on the 3-point line.
And that takes the shots he should take. That's right. Like the big part.
And it looks good coming out of his hand. There's certain guys that, like Lou Dort shoots, 36, 37%. Nobody cares if he shoots a 3. You know what I mean? Like teams will leave him open in like the biggest games.
Or like Draymond. Draymond shoots 37%. Draymond actually shot the ball really well tonight.
Yeah, he made 4 threes in the first half.
It does not look good leaving his hand. No. He does not shoot it with confidence most of the time. And I love when he makes it because he talks more shit than anyone. But like to your point, like defensively, you're like, shoot it, dude. happy to live with you. Whereas like he looks like an actual shooter when he shoots the ball.
Yeah, and again, like you said, quick decisions. If he's not going to shoot it, he immediately drives or passes it. And those are the type of guys that have always been successful in the Warriors system. The quick decisions, like he's either shooting it or passing it or making it, like going to the rim. So again, man, we're like harping on the same point, but this team does have enough if they add a star level talent to this mix, and they in a way, they proved it tonight. Like the fact that they stayed in that game after Steph went out, like they could have just thrown in the towel, but they fought till the very last second. Like it was a really impressive effort despite the loss.
Let's move to the next topic. But before we do, everyone hit like and subscribe for watching on YouTube.
Light Years Podcast. We are brought to you by PrizePicks. The big game is almost here, and there's no better way to cash in during America's biggest sporting event than PrizePicks, where it always feels good to be right. And since the big game is right around the corner, that also means it's your last chance to get in on the football action before next season. Sam, how did Sam leave me? Look, I'm taking more on everything Darnold right now.
I'm here, buddy.
Yeah, no. We're taking more on everything Darnold. It's our guy. We're on the Sam Darnold train. I think the Seahawks are the better team for sure.
I'm not buying that. I'm not buying the Patriots. I'm gonna be honest with you. They feel a little fraudulent. They feel like they ran into a quarterback who threw 17 picks in one game, and then a team with a backup quarterback.
Yep. Yeah. So Drake May, like less, Sam Darnold more. The app is really easy to use. To create a lineup, all you have to do is pick more or less for a few player stats for your shot to win. So download the app today. Use code LIGHTYEARS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code LIGHTYEARS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. PrizePicks, it's good to be right.
It is good to be right. And I'm going to reveal my picks next week. I'm still marinating exactly what I want to do, but I am feeling the Darnold love. I'm feeling it a little bit. I think I like seeing a good redemption story. I'm going to be honest with you. I think, he got drafted to the worst situation possible. Yep. Everyone labels him a bust. Maybe he shouldn't have gone top 5. That's fine, but he's a good player. He's not like, it's one of those things where it's like the pendulum swings too far, and it's like he can play in this league. He can absolutely play. And I think it's fun to watch him. I think it's fun to watch that team as much as I don't want Seattle to win. I'm enjoying it.
As much as I hate to say it, got to give credit to Shanahan and Purdy for like taking him in 2023 when Darnold was there and like essentially teaching him how to play quarterback, and he spins the shit out of the ball. He throws the hell out of it.
He's got the arm talent. It's just putting it all together. And he's not the first player who flamed out in their first situation, goes somewhere, resets their career, and then it's like, oh yes, this is why everyone wanted to draft you out of college. Turns out you're not a bum, so it's kind of fun to watch. And before we move forward, I also want to talk about our friends at BodySpec. Look, you guys have heard me talk about them for a while. It's January. We're ending January. Hopefully, everyone's making good on their resolutions to get into shape. If you want to get into better shape, the number one thing to do is actually be honest with yourself about where your body's at. And the way you do that is by getting a DEXA scan. What's a DEXA scan? It's a highly accurate method of measuring your body's composition. Body fat percentage, lean muscle mass, visceral fat, the fat around your organs, the stuff that really tells you what's going on, a little more accurate than standing on the scale like it's 1970s. So what I love about our friends at BodySpec is they made the DEXA scan affordable for all. So that's instead of paying $500-$600 to get a DEXA scan, with the code LIGHTYEARS45, you can get a DEXA scan for only $45. Guys, it's basically a cup of coffee and a breakfast burrito. I mean, inflation, that's reality.
And that's
maybe two breakfast burritos. Okay, I'm not going to exaggerate, but let's be real. That's not that expensive. With the code LIGHTYEARS45, you get a DEXA scan for only $45. They got locations in the city, locations in LA, and mobile vans that will come to you. Guys, best deal I'm going to offer you. Go to BodySpec.com, use the code LIGHTYEARS45, get your DEXA scan, start your fitness journey. All right. It is a good deal. Let's not lie.
It's a great deal.
As we move forward on this, look, we're going to be on Giannis watch until it's over. We're going to be on Giannis watch until it's over. I don't know. Are you feeling more or less confident in Giannis than you were, let's just say, last time you were on this pod 5 days ago?
Way more. Have you been watching the prediction markets?
I've been locked in.
Yeah,
exactly. I got a lot of positions.
Yeah. We're at like 41% now. I am more confident. I just don't think it happens. I think
there you go. Hedging. Hedging. There we go.
100%. Okay. I don't know if the Bucks should wait, but the people who don't want to deal with the Warriors, don't want to give the Warriors good players. That's always been kind of a misnomer or bullshit. But I think in this instance, there is a lot of KD PTSD. If Giannis ends up on the Warriors, essentially 10 years after KD ended up on the Warriors, I don't know. I just feel like the Bucks probably don't want to do it. I feel like Giannis would have to direct it for it to happen. He would have to say, I want to go to the Warriors. We do have the best package right now. Let's make that clear.
Do we have a good enough package? That's the part where I don't actually think the KD PTSD is why the Bucks aren't doing it. It might be in Giannis's head why he's not necessarily gung-ho about it, although he has not actually tipped his hand in any way. The part I keep coming back to, and I don't want to be a pure doomer on this, I preface that as I'm about to, is the Bucks know the Warriors offer. They know what the Warriors have. They know the picks. They know the young players.
They've known the offer for 5 years.
Well, let's just say they've known the offer this year. In theory, the offer could be a little different at different times, but given what they can offer now. So I don't understand if they don't take it over the next 4 days, why the Warriors would believe they're going to have a better shot in the summer. It really does feel like it's happening between now and Thursday the 5th, or it's never happening.
Yep. We will not have the best package in the summer. No chance.
Or just not a radically different package. So if you do not think it's interesting enough today, I don't see how the Warriors can make it more interesting in the summer. They might be able to finagle one more pick.
But I mean, because Joe believes that's why Giannis is going to end up on the Warriors, because Joe believes it's going to happen. So
I mean, isn't that part of it though? It comes down to, first the Bucks have to put a lot of value in those post Steph picks. and they might like Kuminga. I mean, I've heard they like Kuminga. They might like Pods, but like the headliner in that pick is in that trade is the post-Steph picks, no matter what, you know. Beyond that, they also have to feel like they need to do it now. And this is the best offer they're going to get. So my feeling is they probably think, look, the Warriors offer is what it is. Let's kick this to the summer, see if we can do better. Unless there's some forcing function. And so that's really, to me, that's the interesting part of it, which is someone going to light a fire under their ass? Like, is Giannis going to make this toxic? Is Giannis going to force them in some capacity? Like, I don't know where it comes from, but you know, as things sit right now, like you see reports like the Warriors have let the Bucks know they'll make an aggressive offer. It's like, what does that mean?
Dude,
what does that mean? Like, what do the Bucks think? Like, they know what the Warriors have, you know?
Giannis can't even make a trade demand. He's not going to force anything to happen. You know, like he doesn't want to be seen as the bad guy. And like he is the bad guy right now. But I don't see a way it happens. As much as I would love it to happen, I don't see the path. Like the Bucks are the offer like might be, or they might get less in the summer in a way.
Let me put it this way.
Yeah, go ahead.
Something needs to happen over the next few days to force it. And I don't know what that move is, but to your point, you know, based on the information we have right now, it does not feel like something's happening.
No, I feel like this is like much ado about nothing. You know, like everybody's getting hyped up over Giannis getting traded. And the closer we get to the deadline, I feel like it's not going to happen. I feel like he's actually not going to get moved. And I know you're on the other side. You think he's going to get moved. I don't think it's going to happen. Like there's a lot of buzz about it, but I just don't think
I'm flip-flopping left and right. Don't you think I'm on either side right now?
Dude, you're a weather vane. You'll go with the way of the wind.
Yeah. And then before we get to it, like now you get reports like this, which are like, I don't put too much weight into it, but like, you know, the Warriors continue to signal their commitment to building around Jimmy, and they're not willing to trade Jimmy. And so that means Draymond would be in the trade package. I don't put any weight into any of this in any capacity. No. I think the Warriors have let everyone know sufficiently how thirsty they are for Giannis, and they're willing to do anything but Steph, you know?
Yeah.
So like, I can't even imagine the scenario where the Bucks are willing to make a trade and the Warriors walk away from it because they're like, no, Moody's too much, bro.
Well,
too much.
I mean, Draymond would be an incredible tank commander. Like if he gets traded to a team that has no chance of winning, he will play the worst basketball of all time. So if the Bucks, I know they don't have their pick, but like if any team wants Draymond to just be a tank commander, he'll be the best of all time. Literally.
Yeah. That's true.